Family, welcome to the Fantasy with SJT. For those who don't know who we are, we missing one of our guys today. You know what I'm saying? But those who don't know, I'm John, and main man to my far right now, Twang. You know what I'm saying? We are the Fantasy with SJT. Well, we're missing the S right now, but you know we gonna make it do it.
This is my man right now, man. Living his best life.
Yeah, but if you have not yet subscribed to ItsNation TV, take some time to go ahead and do that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Also hit that notification bell. So when we go live, you guys get that notification directly to your phone when we go live. And also give us a follow on The Fantasy with SJT on IG. Once again, The Fantasy with SJT on IG. And then if you got any questions with your fantasy team or whatever your league, something that you want us to answer, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. All right. But let's get into it. We'll start first with our matchups of the week. I'll go first. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go first with mine. Tweez, you called it last week. You said I was due. And yeah, I was due. It was a tough week for me, man. I mean, it just started off bad from the jump. You see my match, but it didn't look bad. You know what I mean? 109 to 128. I mean, I
lost by 19, bro.
Yeah, lost by 19, but starting off in those first slated games at 1 o'clock, the first thing was, I mean, Logan Thomas got hurt in the first series he was out there, so he gave me a goose egg in my lineup. That started me off bad. And then the person I was playing against, Jonathan Boyd. Cordell Patterson, 32.1. It's hard to win matchups when somebody go off like that. 32.1. I mean, that just put me down a lot. I mean, I still was confident even after that, bro. Like, I was still confident that I could come back, because even with my heavy hitters playing in the 4 o'clock games with like Cooper Kupp, Lockett, you know what I'm saying, and then Deontay. So I was like, all right, I mean, he did his thing, but I got some heavy hitters coming up. I'm gonna be all right. But into those 4 o'clock games, Cooper Kupp didn't do what he needed to do, and Tyler Lockett is starting to look like he did last year, just where he fell off a couple games. So I'm not. I mean,
he got those spurts though, like, you know, like those. It's like those. He. It's like, it's weird how Tyler Lockett like operates, man. Like he's gonna go for 32 or 4.
Yeah, and it's been the past 2 weeks, like, bro.
I mean, it is what it is. You just boomer bust.
Yeah, he's boomer bust.
He's definitely boomer bust.
The past 2 weeks he's been a bust. Man. He could have been a potential bust of the week. He could have been a potential.
Like with Seattle's offense, they're boomer bust. Like I know earlier in the season they were having those 60-yard plays. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? 50. Tyler Lockett was on the receiving end of a lot of them too.
I mean, that was DK. Like, DK had a solid week, but I mean,
Tyler Lockett.
I mean, did he have a solid? I don't know. DK really even had a solid.
DK, he had a solid week. I mean, he scored.
True.
He scored. So I mean, it's Tyler Lockett. I don't know. I mean, if he does bad next week, he might be a potential bust of the week candidate. We'll see next week. But Cooper Kupp, he came down to earth too. I mean, he made some plays out there, but he couldn't find the end zone. And he finished with like 8 point something for me in fantasy. So I was down by like 70 something going into Monday night, if I recall. Like, it was 70 something. I was down, had a kicker, Eckler, and Herbert left. But Eckler looked good on Monday night though.
Yeah, Eckler looked good, man.
Eckler looked good, man. He finished with like 28 fantasy points. He went over 100 yards, all purpose, man.
He had two touchdowns.
Two touchdowns. Yeah, so he did well. He played well, man. So it's just unfortunate the breakout game he had. I was just down by too much where I couldn't get back in it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. That's fantasy for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we go through those losses, and one loss doesn't make your season. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I still feel like I have the best team in the league. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. You know.
Here we go.
Hey, look. Hey, nah.
So I wouldn't go that far.
It's like, come on, man. It's like, take your L and
Nah.
Go that way.
Let me do my matchup. Like,
hey, look, I've been humble. I've been humble the past couple years, and we all know where that's got me. So fuck no. I'm not gonna be humble this time, but I'm still gonna be
John.
I'm still gonna be confident in my team, bro. I had the best team.
It's a healthy medium.
I don't know, man. I feel like a lot has changed, man. I've become the humblest person in the group, man. Like, you already know what my man that's not here today. Like Sean, he was like, you and Sean, y'all been going off. Y'all been going off. My man said the ship goes through him. And Sean, we're coming right through, man. Like, we are.
Wait, what did Sean do last week? Because he's not here to speak for himself. But what did he win or lose?
I'm not trying to speak
players out.
I'm not trying to speak on the man's team while he's not.
I'm not going to speak on another man's team while he's not.
We're going to talk about
Iron Week.
That's my man.
Said I will not speak on another man's team while he's not present.
Players out. Sean's dealing with the injury bug right now, so. I mean, it happens to the best of us in fantasy. Sean gonna hit his run when his players. Like if CMC plays this week, his team's projected in 119, and that's ridiculous. Like, come on.
But
if his guys are healthy,
if Sean's watching right now, Sean, you know what it is, bro. You know what it is. We gonna talk to you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you
you out there, bro.
Yeah, we not gonna put you out there or you ain't here right now.
Put my feet up when you're shit. Yeah. Hey, but nah, bro. Appreciate you letting us use the spot for this. Even though you're not here and shit. But yeah, man. Hopefully your players get well soon.
Yeah,
and I can do my matchup now, man.
Yeah, but that wraps up my matchup. We gonna get into tweets.
All right, man. So I won this week. My matchup was against my arch nemesis. I'll say EK. Shout out to my man EK.
Arch nemesis.
We do it every year, man. We do it every year, man. Like, this is my guy, dog. EK. We like built a friendship through this shit. Like, you can really grow your friendship through fantasy. Like, this is my guy because of fantasy. Like, we talk so much shit about this. It's not even funny. But I mean, his team. Like, I was scared, man. I was texting Sean and John at one point, telling them I was done after Patrick Mahomes threw 5 touchdowns. Like, I was like, bro, if he throws another one, and then here's the thing though, he's not throwing them to Kelsey. Kelsey had 4 points. Like, I'm like, you threw 5 of them Jones, and you didn't throw them to the second best wide receiver on the team. Like,
Tyreek took what, 3 of them?
Yeah, and he took like 300 yards with him. I'm saying, like, it's crazy. I just wish I could have got one of them. If I would have got one of those touchdowns, I would have felt good. But I mean, it didn't happen for me that way. Regardless, like, I came out with the win. I feel like DJ Moore was probably the best pick that I had in my draft. Only because of where I got him and what he's doing, the production. DJ Moore is killing. He's a top 10 wide receiver right now in fantasy. I believe he's number 4 right now in fantasy PPR. So if you got DJ Moore out there, man, like Sam Darnold knows about the talent out there, man. Like, everything is run after the catch with him. He's like a running back. He has wide receiver hands. He's out there. He's a stud, man. This is a breakout year. If you got him this year, sit back and enjoy the ride, man, because he's
more to come.
To breakout. Oh, for sure, man, for sure. Like, everything he takes is just this Maryland guy, man. Look at that.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't believe in him.
I was coming out of Maryland. You don't know.
Niggas
don't come out of Maryland to be studs.
Outside of Diggs.
No facts.
Diggs is different,
but Sam Darnold is definitely the difference.
Sam Darnold is 100%.
He likes him.
He's
like, I saw somebody actually say, like, he doesn't throw to Robbie Anderson because Robbie Anderson reminds him
of the Jets.
That's funny as shit to me. So I mean,
and there's probably some truth to that.
Think, I mean, it probably is. He's like, no, man, I was throwing to you and I was losing. I'm going to number 2 out there. But DJ Moore, man, breakout year for him right now. 8 catches, 113, 2 touchdowns. Definitely a big part of why I won. Jonathan Taylor finally stepped it up this week. Finally, if you stuck with Jonathan Taylor this week, and you were rewarded, man. 16 carries, 103 and a touchdown. Couldn't ask for more from Jonathan Taylor. My man JT, he stepped up in a big way. This is the carry right here. I was screaming right now. I was like, oh my God, my man finally got in the zone.
Finally.
You know? But I just don't feel like he gets enough volume, man. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is where we was like, he about to go in again right here. Let's go. But I mean, it's still like, he got size, speed, vision. I don't understand why he doesn't get more carries. Just sit back. Better days are ahead. Temper your expectations this week, though. He got Baltimore. So I'm thinking like 9 or 10 points total. But it's gonna be tough out there this week for Jonathan Taylor. But going forward, he has to play the Jags twice still, guys. So I don't know if the Colts have played the Jags yet. I don't know if they have, but they played the Jags twice. I think they play Houston again, or if they played them twice. They got some shit shows coming up. Oh, Tennessee is not the greatest out there. They just lost to the Jets. Shout out to the Jets, man. I think that's probably why God told me we're green today, because I kind of like I think the Jets going to win 6 games this year. Like I think and I think the Jets win this week. I'll bet on it.
Who they play?
Atlanta. I'll bet on it. I'll bet on it.
I'll take it. What, 10?
Big 10?
I'll take 10. I'll take 10.
Bet. I think that the Jets beat Atlanta this week in Atlanta. Like I see it. They don't got enough, man.
You said you think the Jets beat Atlanta?
Yeah, in Atlanta. Yes. They just shut down. I mean, they didn't shut down, but I mean, they just beat a Derrick Henry-led Titans team, and Derrick Henry's 10 times better than everybody on Atlanta's offense.
I don't know about that, but we gonna see. Like we say,
I like it. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think
it's
Atlanta is like, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta's not like, oh, I'm going with them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anyone's feeling like
they not.
I'm going with them.
I said
Washington.
The Jets are going to beat Tennessee.
Oh, Jets.
If the Jets are going to beat Tennessee, if AJ Brown, Julio Jones don't play, and they didn't play, and they lost the game. It doesn't matter how they lost. They lost, bro. They lost. And they should have won, because it was like 24-17 with like 1 minute left in the fourth. Regardless, man. Talk about my matchup. Jonathan Taylor showed out, and I got the win. Shout out to EK. Shout out my opponent, man, for sure.
Yeah. EK talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He talks a lot of shit.
I mean, talking shit. That's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to talk. You just talk to your shit.
Yeah. EK always talks shit.
I never like the shit talking.
EK is never humble. All right, he's never humble. Like, he talks shit, and he can be the last place team in the league. But that was easy.
Hey, that's how you become first. That's how you know.
You got to believe it before anybody else does.
It's confidence, man. It's not arrogance. It's confidence, man. He's confident.
Confidence can only take you so far, though, man.
That's true.
You gotta have actions behind that shit. You gotta have a good team. So, hey, shout out to EK though. Can't wait to.
John sounds like he's not sold.
Can't wait to play you, sir. Can't wait to play you. We can put some money on our game too when we play.
It's homecoming.
He got it circled on his calendar.
I got a twice this year.
Nah, bro, it was tough for me. It was tough sledding out there for me. I'm not speaking on my man like that.
All right, we're gonna move on, y'all. We're gonna go into the position rankings. All right, we're gonna start with the quarterbacks, Mac. We're gonna throw the quarterbacks up there.
All right.
That's what you had the quarterback. You had.
I think I did have the QBs. Yeah, I had the QBs. I got the QB rankings this week. All right, y'all. 8 through 15 right here, man. A lot of people not gonna like my list, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm just going off the matchups. If Gilmore plays, this is pre-Gilmore trade fantasy world.
Oh, right.
If Gilmore plays, Jalen Hurts drops to 13. Sorry. He's not gonna have nobody to throw to.
He's not gonna play this week.
He's not gonna play this week, but he's not gonna have nobody to throw to. Regardless, I think Russ could potentially have a big game, man. I feel like that's gonna be a high scoring game with Los Angeles. You know, they got Jalen Ramsey out there and Aaron Donald. Teams have put up points on them. I mean, we saw last week Arizona put up points on them. So I think that's gonna be a high scoring game. Matthew Stafford, this could be a bounce back week for Matthew Stafford right now too. So I can see that game going back and forth, and that's a Thursday night game too. Those two right there, 8 and 9, they play on Thursday night. Tune in. That's gonna be a hell of a game, man. I feel like it's the Thursday night games outside of that Houston and Carolina game. All of them have been good.
Yeah.
So tune into the games on Thursdays. Just like last week. I mean, it was 14-0 at halftime, Jags. I'm a man, so you best believe I have my bread on the Bengals there.
I'm about to say since he did come back.
Yeah, since he came back and won
all the way back. You know, I saw something that said Trevor Lawrence has only lost 2 times in his playing football career after being up 10, and Joe Burrow is the only person that beat him twice in those instances.
Oh wow!
Both losses from behind have come from Joe Burrow.
Terrible, man. That's why
you got.
They're both number 1 picks.
Yeah,
nothing you can really say about it. I mean,
Daniel Jones, I think you have a big week. I mean, Daniel Jones is.
I don't think Daniel Jones, man. I don't know if I'm rocking with Daniel Jones like that. Is this Daniel Jones? So I gotta see more.
He went for 400. He went for 400 yards.
Yeah, he did, and I'm still not convinced.
I know. I'm still just not there.
It was against the Saints. So
I saw that he was an NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and I'm like,
real?
yeah, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, or maybe 3 touchdowns, something like that.
They didn't have no picks,
and I'm like, I'm still not convinced.
They had no fucking picks because the fucking Saints defense.
Daniel Jones is looking good out. I mean, he made the top 15 though. I mean,
he deserves to be there. They're going to be down.
Yeah,
they're going to be down. He's going to have to throw. That's how you get fantasy points. This is fantasy rankings. It's not real life rankings.
You're not real.
He'll be low. He'll be low if this is real life rankings. But Kirk Cousins could potentially be higher too. I wanted to say that, just depending on the game flow of that Detroit game. So, and they play at home. If Dalvin Cook is out there, it just opens up the passing game. I feel like that's gonna be a good game. So, a lot of those guys, even though they're 8-15, they could easily finish like top 7. But
top 10.
As far as top 7 because we 8-15 right now. But my top 7 right now, my number 1 quarterback is Josh Allen. Number 2 is Patrick Mahomes. Similar to that Rams and Seattle game, I feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game. These two probably go neck and neck. They probably go at it. You probably won't see much of the run game in this battle right now because these are 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league. They're gonna go at it. Colin Murray versus San Fran. I'm convinced that Colin Murray is matchup proof. Nothing.
Really?
Yo, there's no answer.
Who they play last week?
They played the
Rams.
Yeah,
the Rams last week.
Yeah, and that was supposed to be his toughest matchup.
Bro, yeah, shat on them.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. So I mean.
See, I put a lot of money on Matt Stafford. I was like, damn, I should have went with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, man. I can't fake. A lot of people probably picked the Rams at home.
Yeah.
You can't miss, but
and they just been so hot, bro. They're coming off that tough Tampa Bay win.
Has the Arizona Cardinals lost?
No,
they lost.
They lost to the Vikings.
They're the only undefeated team.
They didn't lose to the Vikings.
The only undefeated team left. So
yeah, they haven't lost. I'm thinking I don't know, man. I think he's matchup proof regardless, man. I'm move on to Tom. I know, ladies and gentlemen.
Is he still ranked number 1?
He's right there. Where he's at number 4. He's at number 4 where he should be. One bad week, man.
Number 4. I mean, you said
bad week.
You number 1 last week.
One bad week. He played Belichick, dog. It's like it was like my man over here. My man CA said, like he Belichick threw some shit at him.
He was prepared for him.
He just was, man. He was,
and he's preparing.
My man stats up there though. Like what? What's up? Like, hey, yo, what's up, man? Hey, like, why my man stats up there? Like, what?
Why is he being highlighted right now?
Yeah, like I knew so I was going to talk about this man, Tom Brady. It's okay though, but I got a time bouncing back against Miami. I think like my man's mad. I mean, my man is mad. Tom is mad, and did I have Herbert up there? Since I got my man John right here, did I have Herbert up there?
Yeah, you had him. I mean, he was
where was he at?
I think he was number 10.
He's
11.
11.
Oh no, 11. I'm tripping. 11.
Yep. That's him right there.
You want to bet Tom finish higher than Herbert?
I
bet you have more points than you this week. You want to do
that? I'll take that.
I bet.
My team.
What's number 10? That's number 10. So what's the first 10?
The first
Jets,
10.
Jets and Falcons.
The Jets. Yeah, Jets. Falcons.
You know you like heavily favored right there too. So
yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
and then I have more points than you this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna run it up to 50. We're gonna run it up to 30. One more bet.
All right.
One more bet during the show.
All right.
Gotta do it, man.
All right, run it up.
Anybody want to take bets out here? Anybody want to take bets out there? No, they're not done betting people. No. Okay, cool. Anyway, we can move on, man. I got Tom. I feel like Tom gonna come back strong against Miami for sure. He's gonna eat up. And I got a sign on in the background going off.
Yeah, he's going off.
Yeah, sign on going off, bro. He's like strange river house right now. But I got Dak Prescott against the Giants. I feel like he's gonna do what he wants out there. But I was gonna say the reason why I got him so low because they've been running the ball effectively. It's just that I don't think Zeke practiced today. So I mean he could potentially.
You said that's why you got him low?
Yeah, it's
because they've been running more lately.
Because I would have him. Yeah, they've been running the ball effectively. So essentially, what I'm saying is, if Zeke's not out there, he could probably finish before Tom because they're gonna have to throw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got Tony Pollard. To all of those out there who are on the Tony Pollard train, that's great. But I think Tony Pollard needs Zeke, and it's a 1-2 punch type deal. It's a 1-2 punch type deal.
I mean, Zeke is starting to come alive.
Zeke is the guy overall.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Zeke
can't
is the guy
argue
overall,
that.
but I don't know if Pollard can take the load for the whole game. A lot of people.
He's shown it though. He's shown he can though.
A lot of people don't realize.
Mostly gotten like what 12, 13 carries in the game.
Who?
Pollard,
yeah,
but he hasn't gotten 20 carries in the game.
He's gotten over 100 yards though.
Yeah.
Like
because he can break.
I believe. Yeah,
he can break.
But I feel like that's because when Pollard's in the game, they're probably thinking more pass than run.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot that goes into it. When Zeke's in the game,
run,
you come up like he's gonna eat you.
Man. I mean, look.
Tony Pollard,
like every fucking play,
like it's just 7 yards, drop the ball. Like it's annoying. I hate Dallas fans. Like, but regardless, Tony Pollard is a dog.
Yeah.
I think he just needs Zeke. I think it's a good one too.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think he needs Zeke, to be honest with you. I feel like he can handle the load on his own if it's called upon him to do that. But I mean, Zeke, he's not going to overjump Zeke. I mean, for him to even be getting the opportunities that he's getting, he's creeping into that Kareem Hunt type of level, in my opinion. But I feel like if something does happen to Zeke, he's going to be able to take over the load. I mean, last year there were games where he was the guy and he produced. So I mean, I've seen it already. So I know that he can go in there. He can pick up where Zeke if he gets hurt or something like that. God forbid, you know what I'm saying? But if Zeke gets hurt, I feel like Pollard can handle the load. I mean, he's a solid back, and there's been at times he's looked better than Zeke. So I mean, Pollard was my guy. My guy last week. I touched on him briefly, but I like Pollard, man. I like him.
You biased.
He's on my team. Yeah. You know I'm gonna talk about my guy. I mean,
facts.
I'm gonna talk about my guy, but Zeke, I mean, he's gonna be the guy. I mean, last week he touched the ball 20 times. I mean, you can't argue that. I can't argue that Zeke is a better back. If that's what we're talking about. Zeke is a better back.
I'm just saying I think Pollard needs Zeke.
But I wouldn't say that he needs Zeke. He just hasn't gotten his opportunity. I mean,
so Pollard goes to another team. He's RB1. He's running away with it.
Depends on what team you go on. You know
because
Zeke he's had the luxury of having a great offensive
Pollard goes
line.
to the Falcons. He's RB1
for sure.
Running away with it
for sure. RB1 for sure. Most definitely. Like
Okay.
You sound like you don't agree with it, but
I'm like, man.
I mean, Twan already said he doesn't think he could be an RB1, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
The number one guy.
I don't think he could be the number one guy. But I think that he's a great 1A.
Yeah.
Like 1B. Like he needs 1A. He needs to stud there.
They can develop that kind of like Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt type thing.
I think he's like a 20 carry.
He's
like a 20 carry, 82-yard guy.
I mean, that's why I said he's creeping it.
That's 4 yards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, has Tony Pollard even gotten more than 20 carries in a game? Does he know what that feels like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
never gotten that.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you know,
he's never gotten that. But he's been a starter. He's gotten 15 plus carries before. I mean, not every starter gets 20 carries in a game. So we can't sit here and say that.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I mean? So
that's very true.
For Zeke is a different type of dude. He can carry that load. I mean, and like I said, he's creeping. I mean, Pollard's creeping up into that Kareem Hunt level. And really, be honest with Kareem Hunt,
I don't
We're
think
not
so either. I don't think so either. Nah, I'm with you, Sweezy. I had to let you have it for a quick second. Hey, bro, like, nah, man. I had to let you have it for a quick second, but no, bro. Kareem Hunt led the league in rushing as a rookie. Kareem Hunt led the league in rushing as a rookie.
That's why I say he's creeping up. I didn't say
so you think that he's creeping up to the level to lead the league in rushing at any point in his career? No. All right,
Kareem Hunt. Be honest with you, I think Kareem Hunt is better than Nick Chubb. I'll put that out there. I'll say that, Joe. I think Kareem Hunt is better than Nick Chubb.
I appreciate that.
I do. I will say that.
Don't agree with it, but I appreciate it. I see where you're coming from.
But I will say when I talk about Kareem Hunt, I talk about as a guy that comes that eats into the starters' carries and is getting heavily involved. He's out there with the starting running back. He's a valuable piece. That's what I mean. But I'm not saying that he's Kareem Hunt. Like, no, he's not Kareem Hunt. No,
he's not. I mean, I personally don't think that he's better than Nick Chubb. I think that he's a really good. I feel like he's better than a lot of starters. I damn sure feel like he's better than Tony Pollard, but I don't think that he is better. I don't think that he's better than. No, I don't think he's better than Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb can go to almost There's only probably like a few teams you could go to and not be the RB1. Let's move into the RB rankings though, because I feel like we've been on this for.
All right, we can move on. We're gonna go into the RBs,
and this is kind of like a collective thing. Like I wish John's name was up there too, but it's not just me. I needed somebody to proof this list prior to me sending it. But I would talk about my man Damien at
You got Damian Harris and Damian Williams.
Damian Williams. Yes. Damian Williams, the waiver wire scoop of the week. Everybody's on this Damian Williams thing. Like
I'm on it.
I mean, you don't got him in there though, do you?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't got him in there.
Good man. Because if y'all think that he's about to be fucking David Montgomery out there, it's not going to happen.
He's coming in for David Montgomery.
Yeah,
Chicago's
it's not going to happen. Like,
so what do you think? What do you think Damian's going to do though? I mean, do you have him not being a valuable play? Like a start, is he going to be an RB1, RB2? Like,
he's going to be a flex. He's going to be a flex play. He's a high end flex play. He's a starting running back on a team.
I would give him more. I give him more love than that. I'm gonna tell you he's an RB2. He's gonna be an RB2.
You think he's gonna be RB2?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be RB2. Just because. All right, we're not talking about just any backup guy. Like we're not talking about Chuba Hubbard. Like there was.
What has he been doing? What has Damian Williams been doing?
If we go back to Kansas City, he's shown no.
You're going back 2 years. No, he didn't play a whole year of football.
Okay, but we've seen that he's able to carry the load. That's the thing. We've seen
Father
that
Time is undefeated, son.
He had to be. You can easily say a year off could have helped it. Could have helped.
I mean, you can
easily
say that.
You can easily say that. But I've seen Damian Williams. I've seen Damian Williams carry the load. I've seen him be that guy. So, why should I steer away from him now?
You saw him be the guy on the number one. You saw him be the guy with Patrick Mahomes. So, like, there's only a few
when he's not like Patrick Mahomes is the guy.
Yeah. Like, he's the guy with Justin Fields.
But Justin Fields is going to be. I mean, we just seen that he's named the starter now. I feel like this is going to help Damian Williams. It's going to help him, bro. There's going to be more carries. I already know that Damian can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's going to be the primary back. And to be honest with you, depending on where they finish at, he may finish the season as a starter because even with. All right, let's say, okay, David Montgomery's going to be out, 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks?
4 to 5 weeks.
Okay, let's say that David Montgomery comes back at week 11. He should come back at week 11. They have a bye in between there or whatever. But let's say they're 3-7, 3-8. Why are you going to rush them back? This could be a possibility that Damian Williams is the starter for the...
What's the Bears record right now? Like 2-2?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I mean, they can lose a couple of games where they're out of it. Do I see them being a playoff team? No. So there may not be a rush to get David Montgomery back in there. So he could be a league winner for you, possibly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't see it from Damian.
But I think Damian can be the guy. He's shown that he can be the guy.
I got him. I put him there because he's the starting running back. He's the only running back on that team, which is great for a situation. I just feel like what's around him, even my guy A-Rob, like A-Rob is not even really like a factor. He's not really like somebody that's scaring defenses right now. Justin Fields.
What you trying to trade A-Rob? What you gonna trade him for? I'll take him.
I would trade Allen Robinson. We'll talk about that after the show. I would trade Allen Robinson.
I would take A-Rob.
If anybody wants Allen Robinson, you can come get him if you're in our league. Yes. But I'm saying, like, honestly, I don't know about Damian Williams I don't know about his prospects, man. I mean, I do. I like him. I like him against Las Vegas. I do. Like, I mean, you saw what Austin Eckler did. I feel like it's going to be. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball for sure. But I don't know. I just don't know. I gotta see it. I gotta see it for a full game. Yeah, we saw it with Kansas City. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got Kelsey out there. You got Tyreek out there. Why do you think everybody's so disappointed in Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Because you should be running free. Like, there's not 8 in the box for you. You have a great line. Like.
It's not gonna be for Damian. It's not gonna be for Damian.
Damian did what he was supposed to do behind that line. Now Chicago's offensive line is a totally different story. David Montgomery is a way better running back. That's how I feel. Yeah. I got Chuba Hubbard at Philly. I mean, Chuba Hubbard versus Philly. This is barring Christian McCaffrey playing or not. Christian McCaffrey practiced today. They said he looked good. It's a game time decision. If Christian McCaffrey's in there, Chuba Hubbard will definitely fall off the board. Christian McCaffrey will go to the number 1 running back this week. Doesn't matter who he's playing. Kareem Hunt at the Chargers. We touched on Kareem Hunt earlier. We went on our whole spiel about Kareem Hunt and Chubb. I feel like Kareem Hunt is He's a piece of the offense. He's not going away no time soon. So he's definitely gonna get his touches. He scored a touchdown, I believe, in 3 out of the 4 games they played this year. So Kareem Hunt is there to stay. Antonio Gibson versus New Orleans. Antonio Gibson's usage is really disheartening to me as a Washington fan. It's really disheartening to me. I feel like he should get more touches, but J.D. McKissic does look better in the passing game. I mean, he does look better in the passing game. Like J.D. McKissic is the passing down back there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire versus Buffalo. He's another. The reason why I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire here is because he's the starting running back on the Chiefs, and any starting running back on the Chiefs, I don't care if it was Jerick McKisson. What Jerick McKissic? No. Jerick McKinnon. Yes, my guy.
J.D. McKissic.
Yeah, Jerick McKinnon. Shit. If he was the starter this week, he'd be number 21. Mm-hmm. Only because he's a starting running back on the Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire hasn't done, just like my man would tell you, nothing this year. So I mean, I feel like this is a good spot for him. He could potentially score, potentially not. It's like a RB2, low RB2 range right here. Cordero Patterson. Here's the Jets.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, I feel you, bro. I just feel like it's so fluke. I don't see it with Cordero Patterson, man. The way he's getting his touches though is just. I mean, he's playing the Jets, so he could potentially have a big game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs versus Chicago. Josh Jacobs, we don't know if he's going to be on the field or not. He's always limping around. He's getting on my damn nerves. Damian Harris at Houston. Damian Harris is a solid running back. If he gets the touches that he needs, he could potentially finish top 15. I like the way he runs the ball, man. And Samaje Perine, Cincinnati Bengals versus Green Bay. I feel like Samaje, he could potentially score. This is kind of like my touchdown or bust type pick right here. I just put him there because, he could fall into the end zone. But I'm not expecting him to run for 100 yards, nothing like that. 8 through 16. I want to start at 16 right now. Leonard Fournette is playing the Dolphins. If you have a running back this year, I've learned you need to start him against the Dolphins. Peyton Barber ran for 130 against them. Jonathan Taylor just had his get-right game against them. 16 carries, 103, and a touchdown. I'm trying to think. Oh, man. Like I just know that people have just been running all over Miami this year. Damian Harris had a good week 1 against Miami. I just feel like a lot of teams are actually taking advantage of the Miami run defense. It's not there, man, and they just need to get it together. I'm not trying to touch on everybody on the list. I'm trying to save some time. I like James Robinson. James Robinson lately has been looking good, looking like James Robinson the last year versus Tennessee. So I like James Robinson in this spot like that here. One. I like James Robinson at home. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I like
Darrell Henderson at number 12 too. At Seattle. Darrell Henderson.
I mean, I like it. I'm just playing. I like it, man.
Yeah,
I gotta like it. I'm playing him this week, but I like it, man. I like Darrell Henderson. I like how they run the ball in LA. That stretch run scheme. I like it a lot, man. But I do like James Robinson this week a lot. I like James Robinson a lot. Najee Harris, I would have him higher if they weren't playing Denver. He's the back, man. Like at some point, he's gonna live up to his draft pick. He's gonna be a top 5 pick, 100%. Like he's on the field all the time. He's getting it every single way possible. He's getting it in the run game, the pass game. Big Ben speaks highly of him. Said that he could possibly be the best running back he played with. And he's played with Jerome Bettis, Le'Veon Bell. He's played with played with y'all.
You and Sean would not believe us in Najee, man. Y'all talked so bad about that man.
I wasn't, man. I wasn't a believer. I'm not gonna lie, because he's a rookie running back. I'm scared of rookie running backs, man. I drafted Josh Jacobs and he finished top 10 when I drafted him as a rookie, but that was years ago. But I'm just scared of because you don't know how they're gonna be used. You just don't know. Like even if Travis Etienne was in there, like we saying like, oh, he would be killing. But he plays with the Jags. Like I mean, it's just it's tough, man. It's tough. Like. It's tough.
I'm still riding that Najee wave. I wish I could have got him in our league.
Najee, his situation was just set up for perfection, man.
Yeah.
And then we go like 1 through 7. The number 1 running back this week is Derrick Henry versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I feel like Derrick Henry might touch the 200-yard mark for the first time this week. He just might. Dalvin Cook versus Detroit. If Dalvin Cook is healthy and he gets the touches that he's supposed to get, last week he was limping around. He didn't get another touch. He didn't. After halftime, I don't think he got a touch until like the 4th quarter or something like that. It was off, but I feel like Dalvin Cook is out there like fully healthy. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. He could potentially finish number 1.
He always eats against Detroit.
Yeah, always. Ezekiel Elliott versus New York. Ezekiel Elliott starting to look like Ezekiel Elliott. So if you got Ezekiel Elliott with his line back, everything just in place, everything surrounding him. He got his quarterback back. Yeah. Even Dalton Schultz is a threat out there off a bootleg. So I mean, at some point, a safety has to account for Dalton Schultz out there. It's kind of it sucks. I mean, it's CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper, and those guys have been quiet. Cedric Wilson still getting his in the pass game, but those guys have been quiet. It's only a matter of time before all that starts to open back up and Zeke is just running down the field. I mean, he's still running down the field now. So regardless, I feel like Zeke is going to have a great week. Alvin Kamara, Washington, I would have him higher if he wasn't playing Washington. Washington, they've been suspect on defense, but their run defense has been okay. We've been solid against the run. Just because Cordell Patterson went off on us. He didn't run the ball on us, did he? He was like getting it in the passing game.
Yeah, he was getting in the passing game.
Yeah, so like I mean, our linebackers are shoddy. Like I honestly will say we should have gotten Jalen Smith when he was released. Like, why didn't we go get? Okay, so I don't know.
Maybe we
like,
tried.
You know, like,
maybe we tried. We don't know. I mean, they mean,
bro, nah, man, we didn't try. They would
try hard enough.
He's young too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like we should have got him. Man.
We definitely need linebacker help.
We need linebacker help.
We need depth. We need depth at that position. But
like, where's Jamin Davis? Why is he not out there? He's our fastest. Okay, so
he about to be out there this next week. I mean, Bostic out, so we gonna see.
Who's number? I got number 6. I think I got Austin Eckler out there. I like Austin Eckler, man, but Cleveland's defense is another one. It's kind of tough out there. So Austin Eckler gets it in the pass game.
I'm skeptical with Austin Eckler this week. That's my guy. He had a great week.
I mean,
Cleveland's defense.
Cleveland defense is tough.
Is something serious,
it's tough.
bro.
It's tough.
So I'm worried. I mean, I'm hoping he finishes where you have him ranked.
Yeah,
but
it's tough. I mean, potentially he could only because he gets it in the pass. Like we saw that catch he had last 2 nights ago or Monday night. Man, he looked like a wideout.
Yeah,
he looked like a wideout. Like he had a nice little over the shoulder grab, like in coverage. They had to match up. He's going to be matched up with a linebacker at some point. Herbert's going to be like, yeah. Ready, set, eat him. Okay, go. Like it's going to be like that all game, man. I feel like. And then last but not least, Saquon Barkley against Dallas. Saquon's coming around, man. That Saints game, he looked like it was kind of like a.
I'm loving
game.
Saquon right
like
now.
I
ain't gonna lie. I love
yeah,
Saquon.
Man.
Dog.
Saquon, Giants fans. He might be putting it together over there, man.
Yeah.
He might be putting it together. Yeah, I mean, they started 0-3, but he looked the part, bro. Yeah. He had like 70 yards between fourth quarter and overtime. I mean, he looked good, man.
I'm sold on Saquon. I think he's back. He's back.
He looked good.
He's back. I think this is going to be a big game for him. I think he could definitely pull off 120 plus all-purpose yards for 2 touches. I mean, this could be that game. They're going to have to score. I mean, and he's heavily involved. His carries are back up. His percentage of when he's out there is up. So I'm with it. I'm with it. Top 7. I'm with that.
Yeah, I like Saquon for sure.
But that wraps up the running back rankings. We're gonna move on to the wide receiver rankings. Okay, 17 to 25. All right, I'm gonna just go through a few of these. I'll start with number 25, Corey Davis, barely coming in on my list, man. Corey Davis, I mean, he looked good these past couple weeks, man. He's been flying under the radar, and in Atlanta, and him going up against Atlanta, I think this is a great matchup for him. I mean, we've seen wide receivers go off against Atlanta. We look at McLaurin, what he's done, and then into the previous matchups, you look at when
big week for Corey Davis, they're gonna beat the Atlanta Falcons.
And then I like when the Jets got guys coming back. Elijah Moore coming back off a concussion protocol, and then Jamison Crowder back where he needs to be. This is going to open more things up for Corey Davis. So coming in at 25, I feel like this is a solid play going against Atlanta. So even in DFS, I mean, if you play DFS, Corey Davis versus Atlanta is definitely a matchup you want to look at for putting in. I don't think he's going to be that much. So Corey Davis for sure. And we're gonna go up the list here. I like Marquis Brown going against Indianapolis.
Fuck Marquis Brown.
Marquis Brown.
Hey, dog, like
going against. I'm gonna speak on my man because
it's flu.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak on my man because look, all right, Indianapolis Colts. They have been giving up crazy yardage through the air, man. We seen Cooper Kupp go and do his thing. We seen Tyler Lockett go ahead and do his thing.
Studs. But Marquis Brown is not a stud.
He is. He's their number 1 right now. I mean, he's the number 1. I mean, and I don't know if Bateman and them would be back, Bateman, and I forget the other person coming off of IR. So that could be a big help to getting things open for Marquis well. But he is number one, and I like this year. Lamar Jackson is actually looking Marquis Brown way. He's getting more targets. Last year, he didn't get the targets that he needed. He still had his big weeks here and there, but he would have like 100-something yards with 3 receptions type shit last year. Like this year, his target share is up. So, and then going against the Colts where they haven't shown where they're giving up air yardage. I think this will be the week for Marquis to have a boom week. So he's proved me wrong. Before the season, you would not have seen Marquis Brown on any of my lists, wide receiver ranking list. But number 21, that's reasonable right there. Versus Indianapolis, definitely a guy that I would plug in.
Talk to me about Keenan. Why you got Keenan at 20? You think that 19 receivers are going to finish higher than Keenan Allen this week? Like I need to hear why. I need to hear why. Why?
All right, well, it's Cleveland's defense. I mean,
who's guarding Keenan?
And Ward Gardner? What? Well, I mean, you don't sleep on Ward now. Don't sleep on him, dog.
I think you're sleeping on Keenan Allen. I mean,
this could be a Mike Williams game, in my opinion. I feel like this would be a Mike Williams game. That's what. So when we move forward on this list, you'll see Mike Williams in there. But I got Mike Williams ranked higher. I just
you got a lot of guys like
you said you got 19 guys right.
Jamar Chase too. Jamar Chase, I got him going. I mean, I got him over Keenan. I mean, it was tough because I looked mostly at that defense and looked at what Keenan was gonna go against. I mean, Denzel Ward. I don't like that matchup for Keenan. That's why I put him. That's the only reason why I put him down there. And then just Cleveland's defense has been playing real well the past couple of weeks. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But that's the reason for me doing that. But like I said, I have Mike Williams higher because I feel like more opportunities are going to go his way. And then we even talked about Eckler as well. I feel like Eckler, he will get opportunities. I mean, and we got him top 7. You got him top 7. So that's where I think the Rock's going to go. But like I said, it could be wrong. We'll see. I could be eating my words next week. But we'll move on. We'll move on from the 17 and 25 Meg. Go to and I'm gonna move this Mike Williams versus Cleveland. We talked about that. DK Metcalf, I got him at 13 because he's going against Jalen Ramsey, so I had to drop him down a little bit. We seen,
but not below Keenan going against Jimmy Ward. not below Keenan going against Jimmy Ward. Okay.
But Lockett, I like Lockett at number 2. Lockett, I mean, I get what you're saying. I like it, but Lockett at number 2, I think he's going to be more effective. And I don't
know, man. You think Lockett?
But we've seen, what? But no.
Lockett or Mike Williams right now.
Mike Williams put up what this week? 1 point something this
Lockett
week.
Put up 4.
More than Mike Williams. I'm like more than
last week.
Okay. Oh, he had a good game. Yeah, he had a good game. But I'm still Mike Williams in question. I mean, we gotta see if he's gonna be able to keep it up. We gotta see.
But you said Lockett and Mike Williams. So I'm saying Lockett and Mike Williams. So what I'm saying is, who's having a better year, Lockett or Mike Williams?
Overall, I'm gonna say Lockett. I'm gonna go Lockett. I'm gonna go my guy Lockett just because the durability. Lockett's gonna be out there. I mean, Mike Williams. We'll see. We'll see as far as injury wise if Mike Williams can stay out there on the field. If Mike Williams stay out there on the field, it could be a different situation. But Lockett, he's more reliable as far as staying out there. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You know, to each his own. It makes sense.
But
yeah,
Jalen Ramsey and Jimmy Ward. I'm gonna say that.
But DK and Keenan Allen. I think DK is a better wide receiver. I mean, he's a physical guy. I mean, he's a better wide receiver in my opinion.
That's true. That's very true.
And then D Hop. Now I will say this: D Hop didn't have the week that he should. Ramsey shut shit down.
Right.
To be honest, like keep it 100. He shut shit down, but. Keenan Allen, I mean, you can make that argument. I ain't gonna bullshit. Like you can make that argument, but for some reason, I like Cleveland even overall. Their overall defense, man, it's just been playing well. So I would be skeptical. Not to say that you don't sit Keenan Allen. No, you play him. But you know, it's the rank. We're gonna keep it moving though, man. Calvin Ridley is another guy, number 8, that I want to touch on. Just they're going against the Jets once again. Like the Jets, this is Calvin Ridley's get right game here. You know, he hasn't produced for the people that drafted him. He has not produced to people's liking, but this week is going to be that week. So
I agree.
He's definitely going to go over 100, I believe. Matt Ryan is picking it up. Matt Ryan's been playing well throughout the whole year. So, I mean, I feel like that connection with him and Calvin hasn't clicked like it should have yet, but this is the week to do that. So, Calvin Ridley rounds out that top 8 spot against the Jets. And then the top, there's self-explanatory here. You know, Devontae Adams, number 1 versus Cincinnati. Stephon Diggs going against Kansas City. Cooper Kupp, my guy. Yes, I got him over Tyreek Hill against Buffalo. Tyreek Hill.
Feature Davies. You're going to feature Davies out there.
Yeah, so.
That's not why you put him there, though.
Wait. Wait,
why? Why you put him at 4?
Why?
Why you put him at 4?
Because I believe that he's number 4 this week. I mean, he's number 4 this week. I like Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp's having a better week. I feel like 3 other guys are going to have better weeks than Tyreek Hill.
Cooper Kupp is going to have a better week than Tyreek.
He has for the past 3 other weeks before this past game.
Not week 1.
What did he put up week 1? What did Tyreek Hill put up week 1?
I think Tyreek was like wide receiver 1 week 1, bro.
He was all right. 2 weeks. I'll give you that. I didn't look that up, but I'll give you that one. But the weeks after that, he was in single digits in fantasy points. Week 2, week 3, he was in single digits, and then he blows up this week. Now he's going against Buffalo. So what am I getting? Tyreek has those games. I mean, he's been consistent. Yeah, but I the defense. Do I think he gets his and he does well? Yes, I feel like he does. But you're not seeing a 40+ fantasy week from Tyreek again. You're not seeing. You're not going to see a 30. I feel like he
From
can.
Tyreek?
No,
again?
you're not going to see 30.
Wait, this year?
No, not this. No, I'm not making that bet.
Oh.
No. Don't say that.
Okay.
I ain't putting that out there.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put that out there. But he's going against Buffalo. I mean,
not this week. I mean, he gets 30.
I'll make the bet that Cooper Kupp finishes better. If you want to make that bet, okay. I'll make that bet.
Okay, so
that Cooper Kupp finishes with more fantasy points than Tyreek Hill.
We'll revisit that. I think that our bold predictions is going to. I feel like it's going to be something about our bold predictions to where like I just can't wait to get to that. Man.
All right, but bring that list back up. All right, DJ Moore, you touched on him. DJ Moore is coming into his own, and I can't deny that no more. I mean, that's why he's made my top 6. You could easily argue him being a top 5 and being better than Justin Jefferson this week. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of back and forth with that. But DJ Moore versus Philly, he's going to have a big week. DeAndre Hopkins, I have him low this week just because of some of those matchups early on with Stephon Diggs, Kansas City. That's an easy matchup for Stephon Diggs. I think he gets right. Devontae versus Cincy. I mean, Tyreek versus Buffalo, iffy, but I like DeAndre where I have him at. I mean, versus San Fran. We'll see. I mean, he's spreading the ball around a lot. Right. These past couple of weeks, he's been spreading the ball around. Like you've seen a lot of people get involved. So I'm not gonna say lower your expectations on DeAndre. I feel like 7, that's good. He's going to give you a solid fantasy football production week. So, but that wraps up the wide receiver rankings. We'll move on to tight end.
Still not rocking with tight end. Hey, look, I'm about to fly through this, to save some time once again. I want to touch on Dalton Schultz real quick. Dalton Schultz is becoming like a weekly play, like a weekly starter in fantasy. That bootleg that Dallas got going on with him, it's just he's wide. Like I don't know if you've seen it. Like he'd be wide, like walking into the end zone type wide. Like it's like it's annoying. Like once again, every time I talk about Dallas, I will sound irritated to let everybody out there know. But I mean, I like what Dallas is doing on offense. Like they run the ball, they spread the ball out to all these people, and then in the red zone when you think like, oh, it's going to be Lamb here, it's Dalton Schultz on that bootleg, just wide open on that dump off. So I think Dalton Schultz has a role in his offense. I feel like he just wide is kind of crazy, man. I just don't know. I definitely should make that.
Sweezy, bet that.
I should definitely make that bet. I should make that bet 1,000%. But outside of that, I think that Dalton Schultz, I feel like he's like a staple there, man. He's there to stay in that Dallas offense. So I think that he's a weekly play. He's a weekly play. I feel like he's a tight end one. He's top 12 there. I got him over guys like Goddard right now, only because he's in a better passing situation of an offense. And I think that he's good there in that spot right there, man. And let's bring up this top 7 real quick. Top 7.
Travis Kelce, you already know.
Yeah, Travis Kelce will always be number 1 here. on all of our lists. On all of our lists.
Always be number 1.
It's like,
and Darren Waller will always be number 2.
I got a text today. Oh, Sean, I got a text from Sean today. He was like, you either have Travis Kelce or you're streaming at that position. Like or Darren Waller. You know what I'm saying? Or Darren Waller, but
that's 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's 1 and 2. Like or you're streaming that position. Like it's few and far between. I mean, it's actually.
If you have a nigga like
Kelce,
Hawkinson, Higbee, are you just keeping them, or are you still streaming?
You're keeping them. You're keeping them. Yeah. Of course, Higbee's going to eat this.
Or Kittle, even. You know
Higbee about to eat this.
Or Kittle, even. Like,
sure.
Are you streaming a nigga like Kittle?
Lately?
I'm saying because like it's the potential I'm looking at. Me.
It's
the potential. Like
tight end
they
wise,
could go.
Of course, you're going to go with Kittle over what's out there.
Yeah.
But if it was like Kittle or Dalton Schultz this week, man,
you're going to look at the matchup.
Yeah, it's matchup based. Like Kittle's falling into a matchup based tier. He hasn't done shit this year. And I know people drafted him in the 3rd round. They're expecting a lot more from Kittle. They're not getting what they want. They're not getting that ROI, that return on investment. So it's just not looking good. It's not looking good in that Kittle category right there. I would definitely. I like Kittle against Arizona. This should be a good spot, but he's gonna see Buda Baker out there. So it's still tough. Like I got him up there. He's mainly up there because of his name.
He need to get right. He need to get right this week. If he don't get right
in that office, like he usually eats against Arizona. It's a division game. Like it's gonna be a grounded out type game. He might leak out for a couple passes and stuff. I feel like he gets into the end zone, but he needs to start being something more consistent, or it's gonna be tough out there, man. That's gonna wrap up my tight end rankings right there.
All right, on to defenses. Defenses, you guys already know, man. It's New England's week going against Houston.
It's Houston week.
Yeah. Whoever's going against Houston, you can definitely see that defense. Let's say are a horrible
probably come late to practice this week.
Is Tyrod supposed to come back, or is it just going to be Davis Mills?
It's going to be Davis Mills again. So there's going to be.
I'm saying, is he supposed to come back soon? Like
I don't know.
Like
man.
what's the deal?
There's been no updates on that.
Ever since they were 1-0.
Yeah. But Davis Mills,
it's just been a shit show ever since.
Yeah, he hasn't
downhill from there.
Been doing what he needs to do.
It's been bad.
So New England definitely a number 1 defense for me. Tampa Bay going against Miami. Brissett, he's not the answer. You know what I'm saying? So Tampa Bay, I feel like they're gonna be able to get to him. A couple sacks. Could see a couple picks. We had who they just signed Sherman. Richard Sherman out there. He may come out and ball out this week. It could be a pick. You know what I mean?
True.
He could get his pick for first time for Tampa Bay. And then
he was getting cooked last week, though.
Yeah, he was getting
There was a span.
They were going at
There was a span for like 6 catches in a row. It was all in front of Richard Sherman. He probably had like 8 tackles last week.
He was getting his feet wet.
Yeah, this nigga's been in the league. He's not getting his feet wet. You played football before.
He just came back. We got come on, man, some break. Man. Come on, man, a break on that. What I'm saying. He was. But I feel like this is the get right. And then Denver Broncos going against Pitt. Roethlisberger just hasn't been looking right. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. He's dealing with an injury or whatever. Now we talked about Najee earlier.
Pittsburgh sucks.
Yeah, the offense. I mean, I think Denver's going to do their thing. It's going to be a low scoring.
Not good, bro. They're not good.
Yeah. Oh shit! I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Like people not going to Pittsburgh.
They're not
like,
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
they're not Pittsburgh.
People going to Pittsburgh like I could get this dub.
Yeah.
Like
used to go into Pittsburgh
Vegas.
like at the very least, it's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going in there with optimism. I might.
What are y'all doing? What y'all want to do after the game?
Yeah. I'm gonna be out
black
and yellow.
Well, all right, we gonna wrap it up. I mean, I'm gonna go. Arizona Cardinals, great. Baltimore Ravens going against the Colts, great. Las Vegas, Chicago, we know what's going on there. I mean, then we still got the young, we got Justin Fields still getting adjusted, and then with the injury with David Montgomery, this could be a week where Vegas gets right defensively. I mean, they've been good throughout the whole year. I mean, so I like them as a sleeper. New Orleans Saints versus Washington. I mean, it's not a great matchup because I mean Heineke's been playing well offensively.
That's true.
But I still got faith in New Orleans defense. They've been playing well. So
-3 last week.
All right, that week.
Against the Giants.
But week before that, they've done well. Week before that, what they give you?
Maybe 19.
All right, they
-3 against Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is looking good. I mean, he's looking good the past couple weeks now. I mean,
Jones.
they can't sleep on Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones going to do that to some defense.
Yeah, you can't sleep on Daniel Jones, man. Daniel Jones, come on, 400 yards, passing yards. Yeah, I mean.
I'm not sold on this nigga Daniel Jones. Bro.
Why?
I don't know. It don't do it for me.
I don't know,
even when I saw him get behind the Redskins secondary on that 40-50 yard run, I'm like, why is this nigga doing this?
Yeah, of all people. Because they're not even keying on it.
Because they're not even keying on that.
Like, he's running. He is running.
He's gone.
But he's shown that he can run. He can show. He's shown he can
probably
run.
chase now.
Oh shit!
Like,
I mean, I feel you though, Tom. Like he's playing.
Heineke's not going to do what Daniel Jones did.
Facts.
That's not going to happen.
Facts.
I mean,
not at all. Not at all.
Definitely, I mean, New Orleans. That would definitely be a defense that I would stream. I mean, it's a defense that not many. I mean, people are not going to be thinking that they're going to be solid, but I think they will. I don't think that Heineke does what he did versus Atlanta. That's not he had 290 yards for two passing touchdowns. I don't see that. No, 3 passing touchdowns. So I don't see him doing that this week. Like, that's not gonna happen. But New Orleans, definitely a solid D. Hey, Matt, can we get that rest of us up there? Carolina versus Philly. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit. Carolina, I mean, we seen that new acquisition they got. Gilmore may not play. He's not gonna play this week. If he does, I'll be surprised. But Carolina's defense has been sneaky good. I mean, this past week they had to play Dallas, so they had a bad week. But going against Philly, I think they get right this week. And then Washington, now this is something that you could challenge me on this one, but I'm still gonna have this my team, so it could be a little bit of bias here. That why they're my top 10. But going against New Orleans, I just feel like Jameis is going to be Jameis. And if they're going to get right, this got to be the week for them to get right. If they're going to get right,
you don't like Jameis. You don't like Jameis. You made it known. Yeah,
Jameis. I don't care for Jameis, man. I mean, if Washington's going to get right defensively, this is the week. If they don't get right this week, then you can sit.
What's
defense
sad
throughout the rest of the season.
What's so sad about that is that if this is the week for Jameis to get right, if there's any week for Jameis to get right, it's against Washington.
Why is that?
You're right.
Maybe
You're right.
Everybody's been getting right.
Josh Allen got right against Washington. Who else?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan got right. They lost.
But he looked good.
What, 3 touchdowns? He threw 3 touchdowns against Tampa Bay too.
Daniel Jones got right against Washington.
Got right against
Who played week 1?
Justin Herbert.
He been right. Yeah, he been right.
17-7 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless.
That game was like,
teams have been getting right. Teams have been top 15 finishes against Washington's defense, quarterbacks. It's not good out there, man.
Yeah, I'm mad at that.
It's not good out there.
But I mean, compared to what you got to choose from as far as defenses, I'm still gonna go with Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington top 10. I could regret it, but I like Washington. I mean, going against New Orleans, like I truly mean Kamara. We brought Kamara up. I think Kamara eats this game, but Jameis, I don't think Jameis gets over 250 passing yards.
I don't know about.
I don't think he gets over 250 passing yards. I would definitely bet that one.
I'll bet you that he gets 215.
215.
215. Over under.
He gonna get 215. I'm sorry, I said 250.
Nah, he's not getting 250. He's not. They don't throw. They don't throw enough. Alvin Kamara's running for.
Nah, I'm not gonna take that one. I can't take that one because 215.
They don't throw enough, bro. Taysom Hill might be in there. Like you never know, man. I'm
not gonna take that one. I'm not gonna take that one.
I hear you.
But we're gonna move on from the defenses. We're gonna wrap this up.
We got this or that. Y'all want to do some this or that?
Yeah, we can do this or that real quick.
Okay.
So we're kind of revealing a new topic here.
Play the joint.
All right, guys, we're kind of revealing a new topic here. This or that. Okay, this or that is going to be like it. Our man Mech behind the scenes is going to give us some scenarios here. Okay, let's say, for instance, for example, okay, this game coming up tomorrow night, Cooper Kupp versus Lockett, or who does better, this or this person, this or that person. Okay. So that's kind of how this thing goes. So we're choosing between who's going to do better, and saying, okay, yes, this person will be better, no, this person's not going to be better.
Ready?
Whatever. So that's this or that. But let's get into it, Mac.
Yeah. All right. So for the first one, like you said, it's Cooper Kupp and DK Metcalf.
I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp on this one here.
Oh man.
Who finishes with more fantasy points?
I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp here.
Oh, Thursday night.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp for me. That's my guy. You already know.
It's going to be Cooper Kupp only because DK Metcalf is going to be guarded by Jalen Ramsey.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason.
Cooper?
Why.
Oh, Cooper Kupp. Oh, yeah. Seattle secondary's not it.
Yeah.
They don't got nobody.
He's going to take a shit on whoever's out there. I mean, that's why he's comparing Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
But I do think that Cooper Kupp is going to have a better. It could be fucking the Robert Woods show out there. Sorry, but
I feel like Robert Woods is due.
He's
due for
Like,
they're trying to get him a ball. They're trying to get him running plays. They're trying to.
It was Van Jefferson.
Jefferson scored.
He scored in garbage time last
Robert
year.
Woods did score in garbage time.
Garbage. Yeah.
Last week, I believe
he did score. Week 1 too.
But he didn't make much noise.
He's not.
He hasn't been making much noise.
Yeah, he's not doing shit. But I will take more fantasy points. I will take Cooper Kupp.
Cooper.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. Next one.
All right, what else we got, Matt?
I would take Cooper Kupp for sure. It's crazy, man.
Saquon versus Dallas or Zeke versus the Giants?
Who you going?
It's a tough one.
Yo.
I already know who I'm going with.
I'll go with Saquon versus Dallas, man. I mean, I'm going with Zeke, man. I got Zeke higher. I even got Zeke ranked higher. I think Zeke is in a better offense. I think that he just has more. I don't think that the Dallas defense cares about Galladay out there. You know, especially if Sterling Shepard don't play, because they got, first of all, Trayvon Diggs is playing for fucking defensive player of the year right now, and for
low key,
bro. Yeah, like he's
got 3 picks in the last 2
games. He
games.
went from getting shitted on Hard Knocks to arguably being like defensive player of the year.
But like you said, when you're guarding 2 of the best receivers in the league at practice every day,
like he's running people. CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper are running routes against you, so of course you're gonna let you some shit. But when fucking
it sharpens your eye,
Devontae Smith is running that route, it's like
cupcakes.
Yeah. Oh, you're running to the right. Let me take that.
I can't take away.
I see how your hips are aligned.
I can't take away what he does. I can't take away what he does. He's been playing well.
He's been playing really well, man.
He's been playing great.
Who you got though, John?
I'm gonna go with Saquon. I'm gonna go Saquon, man. I mean,
we're gonna bet on one of these this or that, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right.
We got one more. I'm
gonna go with Saquon here. I mean, I'll touch on it a little bit just because Saquon he's coming into his own. Saquon is Saquon now, and like it's gonna be a high scoring game. And And like you say, oh, Galladay, what's Galladay going to do?
Facts.
What's Saquon? That's more opportunities for Saquon.
Yeah.
So
it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with that, but we'll keep moving.
We got another for the last one. We got another battle of running backs.
Okay.
We got Alvin Kamara versus the Washington football team, or Antonio Gibson versus the Saints.
I dare you.
He said, "I dare you."
I dare you.
I know what.
And I'll bet on this. And I'll bet on this.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Let's bet on it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna
bet
shit you about to say.
I'm gonna bet 10. I'll bet 10. I'll bet 10. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. Antonio Gibson. All right. This is
you're not about to do this.
Yeah. This is if he plays, because right now we don't know. He didn't. Practice.
What happened? Who?
Antonio Gibson.
Is he? And you're about to make this bet, bro?
He didn't practice this week, so we talk. If
he's not practicing, we're in the middle of the week. He's not practicing.
He didn't practice today. He didn't practice today, but
today is like today is
walkthrough day.
No. Today's a big day, but I mean, like if he doesn't practice tomorrow, it's like it's concerning.
Did he get injured last week? Am I not hip to something?
They're saying it's his shin. So he had a shin injury.
Do you have Gibson, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I know he suffered a rib injury in that game as well, but we'll see. That didn't come on the injury report, so I'm assuming that the rib injury is cool. He's straight with that, but the shin.
Why didn't he practice the shin?
The shin. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. But he played through that. He made it through. He practiced Thursday and Friday.
They just didn't want to put it on there.
Yeah. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. But
like, we can't tell.
You can't let niggas know that you got a rib injury.
Back to our bet.
Call it a shin.
That means.
But
I'll take.
I'm definitely willing to make this bet 1,000%.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Quick 10. Take that. Okay, so we got Falcons Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons Jets. We got what's the other bet, bro? What's the bet in the middle, dog?
It was
somebody finishing with more points.
I'm not sure.
No,
man.
it was me and you finishing with
me and you.
Points.
Yeah, who finished with, because it was a Justin Herbert thing. So Justin Herbert came up there like, I bet y'all finishing more points.
That was the second one, and
our
then this one
points. And then
I mean, you gotta keep those notes. I trust you.
You know.
And we can always go back and look at the video, so we can see what the best.
It's on wax.
I didn't even know why you.
But it's good. We good to be
125,
124. We discussed the bets, so we can go back and we can look at that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. But now I remember that. But we're gonna go to bold predictions, or we just wrap it up.
We can finish off with bold predictions.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up with
bold predictions real quick. I want to see what you got.
Mine is great.
It's no graphic or nothing for it.
Okay. All right, cool. What's your bold prediction, bro?
My bold prediction is gonna. We briefly discussed the matchup going on tomorrow night, and I got some heavy hitters going tomorrow night. Tyler Lockett, Cooper Kupp, my guys. I got Higbee too on it, but I mean he's not in this bold prediction. But my bold prediction is going to be that Cooper Kupp and Tyler Lockett score. They have 300 plus receiving yards and 4 touchdowns together collectively.
That's a bad bold prediction, bro.
So
you're asking for the world.
That's a bold prediction. It's a bold prediction. That's what it's got to be.
The Tyler Lockett Cooper Kupp game.
Yep, I'm saying that they're going to combine. They're going to combine for 300 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. That's what I'm going with. I mean, these are my guys. I'm putting my guys out there. I believe they can do it. Lockett has had 2 back-to-back bad games. He needs to get right here. I mean, this is the opportunity. Ramsey's going to be guarding Metcalf. Russ is going to be looking for him. He just needs to make the plays and do what he got to do to have a good night.
All right.
So, I mean, and then Cooper Kupp, we already discussed Seattle's defense. I mean, no, it's not cutting it. Who they got out there? What, Jamal Adams? That's it? Who else they got out there? I mean, then Wagner. Yeah, we can't forget Wagner. But other than that, there's nobody out there that's really gonna be able to cover Cooper Kupp. So
that's a bold prediction.
But Cooper Kupp's gonna do. I think Cooper Kupp's gonna do most of the work. He's gonna do most of the work, but definitely book it 300 plus receiving yards combined with those 2.
Cooper Kupp gonna have 200 of those. That's what you saying?
Yeah,
220 of those.
Yeah. I'm begging on Cooper Kupp to do his thing.
Okay.
But that's my bold prediction. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. My bold prediction is that if he plays this week, AJ Brown will finish as a top 5 wide receiver, and it's a no brainer, bro.
I'm not. Like I don't think that's
playing the Jags. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're playing the Jags. If he plays, he's supposed to. He should do that.
AJ Brown plays this week, will finish a top 5 receiver. He's been playing this. He's been playing this year.
I'm not.
He's played. It's bro. They haven't looked good in the passing game at all.
I'm not against that though, Tweed.
I mean, you're not supposed to be.
I'm not. I'm with that. If he plays,
he's not. If he plays this week, he's not a top 5 wide receiver. You said. You're saying like in the rankings he would be. He probably wouldn't even be top.
No,
15.
He wouldn't be. I mean, he wouldn't be in the rankings. No,
he probably wouldn't be top 15.
But you're saying he will be. You're saying he will.
I'm saying if he plays this week, he's top 5.
Yeah.
I'm saying if he plays this week, he'll be a top 5 wide receiver. I can up this bold prediction if you want.
You said I could up it.
What do you mean? Like AJ Brown could arguably. AJ Brown could. I'll stay with it. He's going to be a top 5 wide receiver.
All right.
And this is his return from missing 2 games.
He had to come back
and being silent.
He has being silent.
Top 5 wide receiver.
And being silent for what the first.
He's the. I think he's like one of the. I think he's like the second most player involved in like denied trades in fantasy. The number 1 player involved in trades in fantasy is Allen Robinson.
When you say denied trades, like people be asking for him and people be like, no.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Brown.
I mean, he has the potential. Be a top 5 what I mean by he has the potential to be a top 5. He has that potential. It's there. You know, he can be that. And they're going against the Jags. So I mean, it's a fringe bold prediction. I mean, I feel like it's close.
I mean, it's not.
Julio still out.
Your bold prediction is not going to happen. Like
there's zero shot. Mine is a bold. That's why it's a bold prediction.
No.
Like yours is more realistic.
You don't have an outside shot of it happening. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
you said your bold prediction even reason and logic.
Yeah, it's not reasonable. You said 4 TDs and 300. Like these guys will have to fucking be playing. It would be
each other.
Yeah. It's just one-on-ones.
There's only 2 wide receivers on the field.
And you said they play with better. They play with players that are better than them.
Robert Woods. Yeah. That means there's no Robert Woods. No Darrell Henderson.
Not even the best wide receiver on his team.
This is great. This is great content right here because if it happens, I would look like a fucking. I would look like a fucking genius if this shit happens.
Yes, you're gonna look like a
fucking
genius.
That's why it's a bold prediction, bro.
You put $5 on that bet and win like
$1,500.
I mean, you might need to show me how to do that. Yeah. I might need to go ahead and
for real. Go to Sportsbook.
Anytime touchdown score. Cooper Cup.
No.
2 plus. 2 plus.
Anytime touchdown score.
Yeah.
2 plus.
Yeah.
150 TV. Like dog. Like you will get you. They will put your shit on like betting apps everywhere. Yeah. Like this guy.
Bleacher Report betting.
Yeah. Like you will be on a fucking commercial. Like.
I need to. All right. This is a sign right here. I need to make that bet. I need to place that.
It's not a sign.
I need to place that.
It's a sign.
You said it's not a sign. You need to change.
I need to place that bet.
It's not right.
Hey.
Bro, I mean, AJ Brown finishes the top 5 wide receiver. Like that's a bold prediction that people are like, oh, I can see that happening.
Yeah, but
Cup and Lockett combined for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns on a Thursday night game on a short week.
Hey, Cup.
Jalen Ramsey's going to be out there.
Cup is good for 2.
Get 2 of them touchdowns.
Cup is good for 2.
Cup get 2 of them touchdowns. I'm not mad at John for that prediction. You're expecting a lot out of Lockett, I think. Lockett to fulfill the other end of that bargain. I don't know. Based off of the first couple of weeks,
game with 152 touchdowns this year.
Yeah. I feel like he's had he hasn't had multiple 2 touchdown games.
He has.
But he scored.
He has.
He had 1 2 touchdown game, and he's had a touchdown in every game except last week.
I mean, no, the touchdown aspect of it could happen for Cup.
Yeah,
like he's the red zone target.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fake.
And he gets mad yak. He gets mad yak, bro. He can get a 5-yard pass turned into 60
for
quick.
2 touchdowns.
He can.
Yeah, no. I'm seen saying him do it. It happened this year.
They play Indianapolis. When that happened. I mean, but the other game he had 2 touchdowns and he only had 96.
Not decent.
So he has to get the yard. He has to get the yards. He has to get the yards. Tyler Lockett,
I'm going up last year.
Tyler Lockett, no, he has not reached 150. I
think Tyler Lockett has.
Hold on, he has.
I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah.
What? I saw this nigga catch week two, 178 for
and
one.
2 touchdowns
and 1 touchdown. But
who they play?
They played Tennessee. That's what's that like. Imagine if he got that same number.
This is a division game, man. This is a division game.
It's a bold prediction. I mean, that's what
it's a hell of a
that's what the segment
is.
Bold prediction.
I hope it happens.
I don't agree with it.
Bucket.
I hope it happens.
Yeah, I do too. I hope it happens.
I might put $5 on that just to see. Just to see.
This shit hits.
Just to participate on the upside.
It's hitting. That's like plus 10,000.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's something like that. But the only reason why I don't agree with it is because you have 2 players involved in it. Like you need 2 things to happen. I just need one player to do. I need one player to score 26 points.
Mm-hmm.
He's top 5.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's a.
I've seen the great Julio Jones himself get 300 yards.
You're comparing.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah. And that guy got fired.
Jesus Christ. Julio Jones had 300 yards.
Julio Jones.
They cut the corner the next week, bro. Carolina Panthers. They cut that guy.
It's
like, who's guarding Julio? Yeah, you.
What was the record? What was the record for receiving yards?
Julio has it now.
No, I'm saying, what was it? How does a nigga get 300 receiving yards? I've never heard of that. We got to get him on the show.
I mean, honestly, like the Panthers, that corner, he just got the bring coach want to see.
Honestly, that's how Richard Sherman looked last week. I was like, yo, they're throwing everything in front of this nigga. He's making all the tackles. He's making all the tackles because he's giving up all the catches.
I don't see why they don't test Richard Sherman here. I would test them here.
I was like, why are they? I was like, I guess he's food. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was food.
Oh, he's fresh.
We're gonna wrap it up, y'all. We've been on for a minute now. All right. But if you have not yet subscribed to ItsNation TV, please take the time to do that right now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also hit that notification bell. So once we go live, you guys get it directly. That notification directly to your phone. And also follow us on The Fantasy with SJT. Once again, The Fantasy with SJT on IG. Any fantasy football questions that you have, make sure that you leave them in the comment section on this live stream, or hit us up in the DM, and we'll be greatly happy to answer your fantasy football questions. All right. And then also our premium show on Thursdays, man. And if y'all like, we get in depth with a lot of different things on that show. So you definitely want to subscribe to that.
Got the stardom sittums.
Buy
low, sell high.
Buy low, sell high. So if you want more in depth, look at our content, what we do. Make sure ItsNation.tv. ItsNation.tv. Subscribe. It's pennies on the dollar, man. It's cheap for y'all to go ahead and get that extra content to win your fantasy football league. We not going to steer y'all wrong. It's definitely something y'all got to get. Any words, Twan?
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask as always. Mm-hmm. But definitely for the premium viewers, we on Thursday. And for the rest of y'all, make sure y'all get it and see us next week. All right. Deuces. Peace.